What up? Endlinks came in. Check them out. This is what came in the baggie. So you have decal, Endlinks, bolts, like 3 sets of washers. So you got thick ones, thinner ones, and then these are wider but super thin. And then bolts. This is the part number right here, KLC32, Whiteline. Front Endlinks, and then you of course have your lubricant. So this is the front Endlink, one of them. So everything came assembled. This is exactly how it came out of that package. So other than this hole, it's solid. And you guys might be wondering, why the hell did I get this instead of the other ones, which I'm assuming you're thinking look like this. In my opinion, these solid ones, which are this for the front and these for the rear, are better. That's my opinion. I said before, I like the C shape instead of this I call the S shape, because usually one bolt's facing down, one bolt's facing up. So sway bar, and then lateral link, I think is what it hooks to. So yeah, usually it's an S shape. And it has the adjustable part in the middle, but it's kind of thin, flimsy, or in my opinion it's flimsy. Whereas these are just solid eyes or solid dog bones, whatever you want to call them. So that's how you assemble it. So you have like washer, washer, washer. Lots of washers. But yeah, that's my opinion that I formed, and my opinion doesn't necessarily come from experience of my own, but it comes from the experience of my mechanic and the people that work at a shop. And it's not just from them talking about it, it's from them running these, I guess they're called spherical bearing Endlinks, on their cars and actually breaking several sets. You know, between the stress of the aftermarket sway bar, which has more tension, and just, you know, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and or one guy who did like autocross or whatever, you know, all the turning stuff, which is what sway bar's for. The stress was just too much and they broke. So that's where I'm getting my opinion from. And just by looking at them and kind of researching them a tiny bit, my opinion that I formed is that I like the solid ones more than these. So I know there'll be some of you that are probably going to say, hell no, you're wrong, but this is my opinion that I'm entitled to, and these are what I'm gonna run. I wanted to all the rear stuff I'm definitely gonna get installed. Not sure when, hopefully soon, maybe even tomorrow. But the front, the Endlinks, I'm probably gonna wait. I mean, if we install them, we install them, but I'm probably gonna wait until I get a front sway bar and until I've mastered driving the car with all the rear stuff, because I think when you stiffen the rear, your car will tend to oversteer instead of whatever it normally does. So if I remember right, I think oversteer is where the rear end kicks out before the front, because you don't want the front because you'll slide into a curb. So it's rear end. So I need to get used to the way it feels, and then later on I'll probably end up getting a sway bar and whatever else, and then put these on. But I'll have them in the meantime. And these, along with all my rear suspension, along with freaking everything else I pretty much bought, I got through Jordan at Defined Performance. I'll leave a link. Hit them up on Facebook, because I think their website, it's like definedusa.com. It's been down for a little while. It used to be up. I used to browse it all the time, but they took it down for like upgrades and maintenance, and it hasn't been put back up yet. But if you hit them up on Facebook, just private message them, send them a link of something you're looking at, like a turbo or whatever, and say, hey, you know, I'm really interested in this. I need it for this car this year. I need it stock location or rotate or whatever. And say, hey, you know, what can you get it to me for? And he'll come back at you with a price if he's able to get it for you. And then if it's good, you know, he'll tell you if they're shipping or not. And then after that, just pay him. He'll ship it, boom, it's at your house. You got it for cheaper than, you know, these sites. So that's what he does. He tries to stretch your money. He tries to get it to you cheaper and beat every price. So, you know, it can't hurt to hit them up and get a quote from them. But, yeah, so check them out. I'll leave a link. And, yeah, that rear will get installed. Fronts, hold off for now. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And, lately there's been some, comments of people telling me that my lesson videos for stick shift, that it's actually helping them. So that is fantastic. You know, I'm really happy for you guys. I've only been driving stick, I don't know, like 3 to 4 years or something. I know it sounds like a long time, but you know, it's not like I've been driving stick for like 20 plus years or something. So my videos are basically coming to you from somebody who's learned not that long ago. I can still remember, you know. I can still remember rolling back when I was trying to engage first gear on an incline, or when I was trying to engage first gear just on a flat surface installing, you know. So I'm coming to you like as a beginner to a beginner to try to, you know, tell you in a certain way that you'll get it. And that's basically how I laid those videos out. It's kind of how I learned step by step. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that about stick shift driving or anything about the car, let me know. I'll try to make a video and put it up. And I really want to get some rims. I really do badly. Hate cleaning 10 spoke. These RPF ones are, oh, they look so good. I want to get the gold ones. Not sure like what all offset and all that. I'm bad with that kind of stuff, but I know I want 18s. You know, fill in that what do you call it, fender or whatever, fill in the gap. Yeah, and just a little something. Tomorrow I'm going to pick up a part from a friend. It's a stock part. It's I think it's off of an 05 STI, but I'm gonna pick it up and then I'm gonna take it to this body shop place, and if they can help me out, it's going to get like basically I think brought all the way back down to sheet metal, and then sheet metal and or fiberglass resin and whatever else is gonna be put on it, and it's gonna be molded a certain way, and then once the shape is taken form, it'll be primered and painted, and then I'll swap out my stock part for this part on my car, and hopefully it'll be ready before this Coming Up Coffee and Cars in May. I think May 2nd. So if it gets on there, my car will definitely be looked at the car show at Coffee and Cars. So that's what I'm aiming for. But God, I hope they don't charge me an arm and a leg. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking all of it, even with me providing them the part, all of it is gonna cost like $1,000 at least. That's just my head. I have no idea. It may cost more, it may cost less. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, and hopefully it'll go through. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is late. It's 4:20 in the morning. I will catch you guys later.